It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Smith. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Right out of the gates, here's Smith. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. You look at this Browns defense. And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
The Seahawks at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Now inside the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now Cade York for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Running left is Walker. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Great pickup by Walker. It was the second back off the board in the 2022 draft. But it was first among rookies in carries, yards, and touchdowns, and was the Rookie of the Year runner-up.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Down to about the 45. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Chubb producing on that run, and he produces year after year for the Browns. 3rd in the league with over 1,500 yards in 2022. He quietly is in the top 20 all-time in both yards and touchdowns in a player's first 5 seasons.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg on the move to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. Chubb. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Deshaun Watson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor.
And got his man complete. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Off of play action, it's Watson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. Under pressure, and down he goes. Buried by multiple multiple defenders on the drive's first play. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they got no chance to win this game. Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Third and long, it's Smith. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Back to throw, Smith. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10. There he goes, left side. Now look out, Nick Chubb. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not. That's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Back to throw, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Watson now to throw. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Trying the left side with Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
49, flip it off, 49.
Now Geno on first down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 3rd and 2.
Snowball.
Throwing now is Geno. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Smith. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Smith throwing again. And that is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken in at the 11. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, It's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's Watson now on second down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But it's not been the best game for him. They definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Geno. That's caught over the middle by Fant. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Geno now to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 114 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, all these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Here's Smith now on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Hey, here we go. Sunday.
They snap it to Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On first down, Smith. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for first and 10. Here's Smith. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
13 yards on the play. Brings up third down and 7.
Throwing on third down, Smith. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. He's got it to the 43 here.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Hey, go flip her up.
Now Smith. Shakes off the sack. Now he's flushed out right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Hit and drop behind the line by Shelby Harris. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they've got to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Walker once more, and this time he's in. Touchdown, Seattle. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
13X.
On the counter, it's Walker. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try for the first with Walker, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. 2nd and 6 coming up.
13X.
From the 50, it's Smith. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. For the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Smith to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And this offense needs a touchdown. A field goal won't get it done in this situation. But after giving up back-to-back sacks, things are looking a little bit bleak.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Here we go on 4th. Smith. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he will have a Browns 1st down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball caught free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A lot of pressure here for Cade York. This to perhaps salt this one away. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
There we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Here's 1st down. Smith's going to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Down to an Egos Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory.